This Valentine's Day weekend, a special treat might light up the sky: the Aurora Borealis, also known as the Northern Lights. These natural light displays are caused by the interaction of solar wind with the Earth's magnetosphere, creating a breathtaking spectacle. The Northern Lights, as they are also known, are a celestial dance of light. They appear in various colors, predominantly green and pink, but sometimes red, yellow, blue, and violet. They shimmer in the night sky, captivating all who are lucky enough to witness them. The lights can appear as patches, scattered clouds of light, or streamers that light up the sky. This year, there's a chance, albeit small, that the aurora will make an appearance on February 14th and 15th, adding a touch of magic to the romantic weekend. Imagine sharing a moment under the shimmering lights with your loved one. However, seeing the aurora is never a guarantee. The conditions need to be just right, including clear skies and high solar activity. This year in particular, the chances of catching a glimpse of this celestial display are slim. Weather forecasts predict overcast skies which could obscure the view. Several factors influence the visibility of the aurora, and unfortunately, they aren't all aligning in our favor this time around. Solar activity, geomagnetic conditions, and local weather all play crucial roles in whether or not we get to see this natural wonder. The potential for an aurora display this Valentine's Day weekend stems from activity on the sun. This activity is not just a random occurrence, it is part of the sun's natural cycle of solar activity, which includes solar flares, sunspots, and coronal holes. A coronal hole, which is a cooler area in the sun's atmosphere, is releasing a stream of solar wind towards Earth. These coronal holes are regions where the sun's magnetic field opens up and allows solar wind to escape more easily. This solar wind is a flow of charged particles that interacts with our planet's magnetic field. As these particles travel through space, they can reach speeds of up to 800 kilometers per second, carrying with them energy and magnetic fields. When these charged particles collide with atoms in our atmosphere, they excite the atoms, causing them to release energy in the form of light. This process is known as ionization, and it is what creates the beautiful light displays we see in the sky. This light creates the mesmerizing display of colors that we know as the Aurora Borealis. The colors can range from green to pink, red, yellow, blue, and violet, depending on the type of gas particles that are being excited. However, the intensity of the aurora depends on the strength of the solar wind. Stronger solar winds can create more vibrant and widespread auroras, while weaker winds result in fainter displays. This Valentine's Day weekend, we might be in for a spectacular show. Unfortunately, the coronal hole responsible for this Valentine's Day solar wind is relatively small. This means the resulting geomagnetic storm, which is a disturbance in Earth's magnetic field caused by the solar wind, is also expected to be minor. A minor storm means a fainter aurora, making it less likely to be visible from Earth. Adding to the challenge, the moon will be nearly full on February 14th. This bright moonlight will further diminish the already faint aurora, making it even more difficult to see. So, while the possibility of an aurora display exists, it's important to manage expectations. If you're determined to try your luck at catching a glimpse of the Valentine's Day aurora, here are some tips. Firstly, get away from city lights. Light pollution washes out the night sky, making it harder to see faint celestial objects, including the aurora. Find a dark location with an unobstructed view of the northern horizon. Secondly, be patient. Auroras are fickle and can appear and disappear quickly. Give yourself plenty of time to observe the sky. And finally, use your phone's camera. Even if your eyes can't detect the faint aurora, your phone's camera might be able to capture its colors. While the chances of seeing the aurora this Valentine's Day weekend are slim, don't be disheartened. There is good news for aurora enthusiasts and sky watchers alike. The sun is currently in a period of high activity, which is great news for those hoping to catch a glimpse of the northern lights. This heightened solar activity means more opportunities to witness these breathtaking celestial displays are on the horizon. The sun goes through cycles of activity, known as solar cycles, which last about 11 years. We are currently approaching the peak of the current solar cycle, known as the solar maximum. This peak period means more solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and stronger geomagnetic storms, all of which significantly increase the likelihood of vibrant aurora displays lighting up the night sky. So, even if you miss out on the Valentine's Day aurora, don't lose hope. Keep your eyes on the sky and your spirits high. There will be plenty more chances to be awestruck by the northern lights in the coming months and years, as the solar activity continues to peak.